Hello everybody, welcome back to our next video here on the What's the Story channel. We have new content. Season 1 has begun today, so we are going to just get right into it. I've logged in and I tried doing this video for starters when I first came in, and I discovered that there was just a whole bunch of stuff that's not story related that's related to today. It basically is just start of season 1 today. So it's new PvP, new delve season, you know, all the standard beginning season stuff or new season stuff, depending on what season you're in, whatever expansion you're on at the time. But the only new content apparently that's available is not the story itself, but it is actually the raid. The next portion of the raid is here, and it looks like the Dream Rift is now available, and the Voidspire has become available. I don't know if there is a I don't know if there's a quest line leading into the Dream Rift or not, so I'm not going to touch that one just yet. But we do have the Void. The Voidspire is available. The first wing of the Voidspire is available, so we're going to go ahead and knock that out right there, because I'm fairly sure this is only a 6-boss raid, which means I think it's going to be, yeah, they're going to do 3 this week and 3 next week. Yeah, the bosses, I mean, for the raid. So, what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and do the first wing of the raid that is available for us, since that is the next portion of the story. Now, this is, FYI, this is the quest that we got. He disappeared after I picked this up, just because I just lagged out. It's new content today, so a whole bunch of people logging in, so disconnects happen, unfortunately. So I don't know if Terralian says anything to us after we accepted this quest, but yeah, I accepted the quest, and all of a sudden, poof, my thing logged off on me, and then when I came back in, Terralian was gone. So there you go. But this is the quest he gives us, the Voidspire. And Terralian says, at long last, we will ride to glory and dispense justice upon this vile creature who would levy the very void itself against us. Today is the day Xal'atath's forces will face our judgment. Now is the hour we strike back. Come, let us make an end of this enemy. And strangely enough, Xal'atath is not a boss in this raid. We do not have. I'm assuming this will probably mean Xal'atath is the end boss for the expansion. At least that's my assumption as it stands right now. But we have this first raid we got to get into here. So first things first, let's go ahead and look up our raid bosses and see what we're going to be going against in the Voidspire. So first of all, overview for the Voidspire is from high above the Voidstorm, Xal'atath has gathered the devouring hosts beneath the dark banner. The towering Voidspire looms like a spear of darkness, a citadel guarded by the enemy of the void. The forces of the light, led by Lyria Windrunner and the champions of Azeroth, must rally for one last desperate assault before all is lost. Yes, our last chance to take out Xal'atath's forces before she unleashes the void upon all of us and reduces us all to nothing. Alright, so the first 3 bosses in this wing, the only 3 bosses in this wing, the first 3 bosses of the raid are who we will be facing this time, and they are Imperator, Averzian, Voracius, and Falling King Saladar. Yes, we will be facing Saladar yet again. Alright, so, first and foremost, our first boss is Imperator of Averzian. Alright, Imperator Averzian wages a relentless campaign, seeking not conquest, but annihilation. His entire will is bent to a singular ambition, to rend the veil between worlds and carve a breach into the void itself. Through this wound, his infinite host shall pour forth, drowning Azeroth in darkness. Alright, so this is the guy who is apparently the head honcho of the Void itself. Apparently, we face him right away. He's our opening boss, and he's the one that Xal'atath has talked into consuming all of Azeroth in complete and total darkness, which the vast majority of the Domanaar do not want. But there are a few that are under her thumb that have been talked into doing it, and this, sure enough, is one of them. Yes. This is our nasty Domanaar that will be taken out. He's got a whole lot of ads that we're going to have to be facing over the course of this one. This is going to be a very ad-heavy fight. This is going to be a royal pain on the neck, I'm sure. All right. Boss number 2 is a creature named Voracius, and it probably looks like one of those giant tyrannosaur-like behemoths. Alright, so a colossal predator born in the wastes of the Voidstorm. Voracius grew to an incredible size, fueled by an endless hunger. Alright, so we have a giant tyrannosaur that we're going to have to fight, basically. Summoned to the battle, raging at the base of the Voidspire by void light ever drawn, this colossal monster now feasts on both sides. Alright, and this is what we'll be facing. Yes, this is one big nasty baddie right here. So this could be a giant raid boss that we will face, something that is similar to what's the character's name in Blackrock Foundry, Croesus. One of those giants size, or more recently the size of Dementius in Phase 1 of his fight in the previous expansion. So basically, giant void tyrannosaur that we'll be taking on. And number 3, once again, is Saladar. After turning on Xal'atath, the fallen king Saladar has become a captive of the very shadow guard he once commanded. Tortured, delirious, and infused with the void, he awaits his death, or a chance to win his people's freedom from Xal'atath's grasp. Okay, okay, so there's something more to this? There's something more, that's odd. That's very strange. Because I don't remember a portion of the story where he decided to go against Xal'atath for any particular reason. To the best of my knowledge, he's still under her control. So unless there's a portion of the story I missed, then we're I'm just kind of drawing a blank. I don't know what the deal there is. Because help me out, guys. If you guys are watching this video and you see something I don't, or I missed something, fill me in and let me know what in Sam Hill I'm missing. Oh darn! I hold on a second. Pull that back. Okay. All right, and of course that's what it looks like right there. We remember what Saladar looks like. And there's things of void and fractured images. Maybe something happens in the first fight or two in the raid that shows Saladar changing his mind. Perhaps. Well, but we'll find out, yeah, because the last cinematic that I remember with Saladar was him agreeing to serve her for the benefit of his people in his Shadow Guard. So I don't remember him changing his mind and turning on her. Well, be that as it may, let's just go ahead and get to it. Let's queue up, get in line. All right, we are now in line. Average wait time is 8 minutes, so it shouldn't take too long. People probably eager to get this. We're literally like not even an hour into this being available. So everybody jumping the gun, wanting to get into this raid right now. It should probably will not take very long to get us inside. But while we are waiting, as always, we take a little bit of time to focus on gameplay this time around, because whenever it's dungeons and raids, we learn about the characters themselves, and for the benefit of those of you that are watching these videos that wants to know about that stuff, we go ahead and look up the fights and what they entail and how we have to take our nasty bad guys out. Alright. Oh, good. Always yawning up a storm, man. Body's just not getting enough oxygen. Alright, so overview for Imperator Averzian, our big Domanaar bad guy. Alright, Averzian uses Shadow's Advance to claim territory on the battlefield. Territory claimed cannot be retaken. If Averzian claims 3 adjacent territories in a row, he unleashes the March of the Endless. Alright, so shadows advance. He summons Abyssal Void Shapers onto the battlefield. As his minions emerge, he inflicts 120,000 shadow damage to players within 10 yards and knocks them away. Alright, so it's basically a wall of bad guys that if we run into them, we get massive damage. So, oh god, avoid the wall of bad guys. All right, and let's see. If you get 3, if they show up and get 3 sections in a row, then let's see. He unleashes March of the Endless with 3 adjacent portals. Oh, they're portals. Okay, empowering each other. Averzian tears open the void, unleashing the Endless March, inflicting 180,000 shadow damage every second to players in its path. All right, so it'll be it's an endless march of void creatures, void walkers, and Domanaar and the like. I'm assuming something along those lines. All right, causing an umbral collapse on a territory being taken prevents its capture. Wow, we are going in right away. Okay, well, guys, I think we'll be flying blind. I got a feeling we're going to be flying blind for those other 2 bosses then. All right, so I think so we have to attack the portals as they're forming to keep them from being formed. I think that's the deal, to the best of my knowledge. All right. Alright, we battle before the devouring host. Let's see where we're going here. Alright, so there's that. Fallen King Saladar is there. This is, okay, so our first one is right in front of us. Then we're going to be going over there. Alright, so let's go ahead and mount up. So we got a teleport pad right there. The Singularity will provide further aid in 28 days. Oh, okay, so... Alright, so for the first month here, there's other stuff we gotta take care of. Alright, so... Why did people come over here? Oh, yeah, I'm willing to bet they came over here to get the, people tried to share the quest. Alright, people were coming over here. Okay, so this is where Xal'atath hops up. This is where he shows up here. Oh, and this is part of the outer Voidspire. Alright, so... Much like the Undermine, we come in on this. The first half of the raid is just the zone itself. Was that all? Okay, that's all that little section. Alright, void rifts close. Alright, so we have to close these rifts.
Let the void consume itself.
Great music. Great music for the raid so far. We can't be here yet, guys. We gotta. Yeah, somebody just put it in chat. We gotta do the rifts. Gotta kill the rifts first. Oh, come on.
I'm far from the only one who's hurt you, Alaria. What your beloved Duralian did to poor young Eretol.
Now she's gonna throw that in her face.
Leave them out of this!
Yeah, preying on her anger and hatred. Get her to void rage.
once and for all!
Alright, last. Alright.
Your life exists only to be consumed.
Alright, that's our first boss.
Mountain Fist! So weak. So pathetic.
Ah, man. They jumped the gun before the raid was in. Hopefully they don't get logged out. They don't get locked out. These are some... Man, these ads are not easily taken out, man. Oh, yikes, yeah. Oh, yeah. Hell. Oh, man. Oh, so that's the Endless March. That's what the Endless March looks like. Gotta stop the tic-tac-toe game, yeah. Alright. Yeah, everybody was focusing on the boss. Nobody was paying attention to the mechanic, myself included, to be fair. Well, at least we got a stack of determination. Get a food buff so we get a little bit of extra going on there. This time around, I'm going to keep an eye on the area in general. Okay, so we're taking out. Yes. Okay, yeah, we're taking out the. So I don't know what they're doing. I don't know. Okay, so you see this little thing came up. We gotta make sure that that doesn't happen again. Right. Alright, I think we got him. I think we got him this time. We got him. We're going down. We're going down. Going down, baby. Got him. Oh. Alright, guys, you will notice that there was an edit right before the end of that boss. That is because this took a really long time to do. I'm pretty sure that was like 6 or 7 different tries we had to do before we took him out. The team just did not understand the mechanics of that particular boss. So I fast-forwarded and cut out probably close to a half hour. That's how long it took to get through this damn boss. But, done. Thankfully. Done and done.
And conquer.
Then do it. We'll meet up once you're done smiting off foes.
This could be just what Xal'atath wants. Mother, father, be careful.
All right. Now we can make our way in. All right. All right. So as far as storyline goes, they are anxiously getting themselves further into the raid. Imperator senses that there is something afoot, and there's going to be some rather difficult times ahead, most likely. So, you know, it's the voice of reason telling everyone to be cautious. This is Voracius that we're going to. This is the giant tyrannosaur, the giant void tyrannosaur. We'll see exactly how big this sucker is. Oh, and he's over an edge right here. He's gonna, yeah, giant Godzilla-like creature gonna be coming up over the edge of the cliff.
She went missing soon after we entered the Voidstorm.
Void light never dawned. Oh, okay. So this was one of our characters that we met prior to going in. I can't remember where Everdawn was. We'll have to go back in our videos and see where we came across her, because I recognize that name, but I can't remember where from. We'll find out soon. As we approach her, something gonna happen. Something gonna happen.
Power grows in the belly of an ancient beast.
Oh, no. Oh, okay, so we do have to attack her. Alright, so she was taken by the void. Unfortunately, we gotta take her out.
Consume me, ancient one. Let your power engulf my mortal form.
There's the rumbling, and there's our giant. There's our giant right there, yes. So does he eat Everdawn? Is that what happened? No, she devoured fresh meat. Yeah, she was, it's a giant Ultradon. Alright. Well, I expected him to, for all that room there, I expected him to be like 4 times as big as he is now. Shadow Slam. Mine. Okay. I got 77 gold off of her. God damn. Alright. Avoid the rings. Gotta kill the ads next to the wall so we can break it. Ah, damn it. stood in the wrong damn place. Okay, so we gotta pull the ads next to the wall. Okay, yeah, the whole purpose. Okay, so that Void Blast is a one-shot attack, so you have to kill the ad right next to the thing, because that breaks the entire wall, and we can move to the far end to avoid that nasty Void Breath attack. Alright, that's a cool mechanic right there, actually. I like that. Alright, this is very similar to the eye attack in the Sanctum of Domination in the Shadowlands. You guys will notice there's another edit there for this one. Only took one extra try on this one, but I didn't want to make you guys sit through all that time. Alright, we got the big boy. We got him. We got him. You're going down. You're going down, baby. Going down. Yeah, we got you, we got you, we got you. Got him. Got him. Fantastic. Frenzy's Rebuke. What is that? Oh, look at that.
We should have expected gravity from a void elf. They stood with us while others fled. You owe them more than suspicion. Of course they stood with us.
Blacksmithing.
To bring us down from within.
There you go. There is boss number 2. Alright, and there was some bickering going on between Venel and Imperator. Yeah. Venel not too happy about the Void Elf that sacrificed herself to the great giant beast. Oh, nice! Oh, that was... Oh, wow! I won that one on greed roll. Okay. That's a Mabel right there. Okay. So that is that, and that is Soulbound. Yeah, I won it on greed roll because nobody else wanted it. All right. Over there, get that out of the way. All right, now we are on our way to boss number 3. For Saladar. We gotta figure out what the hell the deal is with Saladar here. We'll find out whether or not the story with him takes place as we're about to meet him. Yeah, because we have ethereals that we're going to now in this wing. So members of the Shadow Guard are here. Something on me. What the hell? That's a weird debuff that I got on me for no apparent reason. And there's Saladar in the thing. The void elementary So there's some kind of quest that is attached to this character. I don't know what. I didn't see anything on the way in. That are on us Alright, trash done? Trash done, alright. Kill them before they reach the boss, alright. Okay, so we are, okay, so this is on purpose. This is on purpose. We are clearing all trash because the king will, I'm assuming maybe the king summons the trash? Perhaps? Maybe? He's calling out for Xal'atath for something, but we don't know what.
No! I upheld our bargain! This is not what was promised!
Oh, so Xal'atath is there.
But it
Alright.
is all the power you desired. Far more than you can control.
Ah, so she gave...
Spare no pity for this fallen king. He has already... Usurpers! Usurpers! Fall to me!
Alright, so he gave her... he was pumped up with too much power, apparently. Too much that he wanted or desired. Alright, so we're flying blind with this one right here. We didn't have time to read up on this boss fight, so I'm just guessing. I'm guessing get the. I saw somebody that said kill the ads that. Oh wow, wow! What the hell, Yowza! Okay. Away from move the boss away from the orbs. Yeah. Okay, so he absorbed too many orbs. All right. Okay. Oh boy, all those skeletons. Hopefully Hopefully no more. We don't want to be looking like the path of war, the path of exile, path of blood, whatever the hell it is that in Outland leading up to Hellfire Citadel. Here we go.
Fall to me!
Saladar ain't no slouch. This is one we're going to walk around and keep one of those beams from hitting us. What the hell is on me right now? Yeah. Okay, oh, there's a pool of crap there. All right. Oh yeah, we're missing 50% now. Oh man. Oh god, out of the crap, out of the crap. Alright. friend Saladar. You were betrayed by Xal'atath as well. But you must go. So I'm afraid you're going down. Just in case. Just in case. Yeah, you're going down. You're going down. Got him. Got him. Alright. There we go.
Another story of a mortal asking for more than they can handle.
Yes. The mortal got more than he could handle, alright.
Xal'atath, you will face the judgment of the light!
There's nothing to get here. Oh, what is that? Oh, a toy! Cosmic Ritual Stone. Perform a ritual dedicated to a player's corpse in a void. Alright. And nope. Alright. Nothing. Well, I guess that's it. I guess that's it, guys. That does it for the that does it for the wing. So there you have it. That's it for part 1 of the yeah, that's it for part 1 of the Void. That is it for part 1 of the Voidspire. Weapons of the Void. We have taken out Imperator Averzian, Voracius, and Fallen King Saladar. All done. Alright, well, there you go, guys. That's our first little taste of the opening raid for this expansion. And as it stands right now, there's not too much story-wise. We learned that once again, Xal'atath, surprise, surprise, manipulated him into helping her with no intention of really giving them what they wanted in return. Just she uses and then abandons. How many of you guys have ex-girlfriends out there just like that? I'm just saying. All right, well, yeah, okay, well, that'll do it, guys. There's nothing else I can think of. Everybody's taken off. The raid is completed. At least part 1 of the raid is completed, so that'll do it. That'll complete this video, guys. You'll notice that there were there were a couple of edits that were in this one, just because a couple of those first 2 bosses took several tries. So I had to make sure some of that was edited out for your convenience. All right. Don't want to make these things too long after all. All right, so there you go, guys. I'm going to hunt around to see if there's anything else new storyline-wise that has not been touched on yet. If so, then I'll do another video for it. If not, part 2 of the raid will not become available until next week. So you may not hear from me for another week or so. We'll find out when the time comes. So, thank you for joining me, guys. Like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Hit the notification bell if you're all about learning about the characters and the journeys that they go through, as I try to cover as much territory as I can when we're talking about the characters in all of the quest chains that pop up here. If you saw anything fun or interesting, story-related to the characters that I did not mention or you found to be of interest yourself, drop a comment in the comment section and we'll talk about it, guys. Thank you once again, and whenever it may be, I will catch you guys on the next one. Ta-ta for now.